What's going on, my travel gang? So in my last video, why I'm leaving Broken Britain, I went through some of the reasons as to why I'm leaving the UK. So I've made it here in sunny Guatemala, Central America. So join me in this video and let's see if life is better outside of the UK or not. And oh yeah, for context, I've been here for about 2.5 months, coming close to 3 months. Kicking it off with car costs, cost of living, starting off with cars. So this is a 2016 Ford EcoSport. Tax in Guatemala, it doesn't cost that much, £30 a year, you can't go wrong. Insurance is it's a crazy one actually, you won't believe it. In Guatemala, insurance is actually voluntary, so you don't actually need insurance. For me, as a British person, that's a bit weird. MOT, there's no such thing. Again, as a British person, I would prefer if cars were checked and I had MOT, because MOT doesn't really cost a lot, does it, back at home? So, and the best thing, to be honest, guys, is the cost of fuel. 1 gallon of fuel only costs a £5. Can you believe that? So just to give you a bit of context, 1 gallon is about, I think, about 3.7 litres. Mate, in England, like £1.50 gets you a litre, right? So, mate, you're getting like almost 3 times as much. Public transport here in Guatemala, a local bus like that, from across one town to another town within the city. I think it's less than £2, £1 for like a half-hour journey. And also, if you want to go to Guatemala City, it's a bus that I took from Guatemala City near the airport to this town, Quetzaltenango, and that only costs £10. So in comparison to the UK, guys, it's just absolutely crazy, isn't it? Check it out, this is the local bus terminal. I know, yeah, there's no train stations here, so there's all these local buses only. And oh yeah, when you do take one of them crazy looking buses, you can get to some nice local holiday spots, beaches, cities, you name it. And accommodation doesn't really cost a lot as well, cheap as £20 per night. You can even spend a little bit more. The value for money for, if you do spend more and go for luxury, is just ridiculous compared to the UK. So that's another thing which is good about life outside of the UK here in Guatemala. So property prices here in Guatemala, you're looking around about £150,000 upwards for a property like the one behind me in an average area like this. If you want to rent, you're looking around about £300 a month upwards, including bills, which is reasonably cheap. And I know a lot of people have said in the previous video in the comments that, oh, Guatemala is dangerous. But a lot of properties like this one, as you can see, you've got barbed wire. There is a lot of safety here. But for me, I want to buy a property at Lake Atitlan, one of the most beautiful lakes in the world, and property prices there, you're looking around about £200,000 upwards minimum, but you get a lakefront property at one of the most beautiful lakes in the world. Cost of food, got ketchup here, guys. Okay, so 900 grams in England costs £4.50. Here in Guatemala, 32 quetzales. So that's about £3.20. It's not a lot of difference, you know. Let's check out the olive oil. Extra virgin olive oil, Filippo Berio, 98 quetzales. So it's about £9.80. To be fair, a little bit cheaper at Tesco's Express in the previous video. Interesting. Tell you what, guys, the fruit and veg here in Guatemala is super cheap. Bag of avocados, it's like £2. That's crazy. Normally in England it's about £1 an avocado, right, or even £2 in some places, and you get a bag, 1, 2, 3, 4, a 5 bag of avocados for like £2.50. The only thing about Guatemala is that you can't find Heinz beans. I know a lot of people back at home love their beans, including me as well. Where's the cheddar? Well, at least here in Guatemala you don't get security protected cheddar. So overall, it can be a little bit cheaper, but I'd say some of the quality in England is better, like the cheeses. But overall, fruit and veg is cheap, as you saw. It's even cheaper in the markets. So another sunny day here in Guatemala. I've just got a fresh trim, or haircut as I should say. But anyways, guys, ooh, got some crazy sounding birds around here. But anyways, guys, keep watching the video right until the end and I'll let you know how much this haircut costs. So we're at this bar, hotel. It was actually a hotel rooftop. I think it's like a 4-star hotel here in the city with 360 views. It's a pretty crazy place. But yeah, one of the last things about cost of living. This is about food and drink right now. If you come to a really cheap place, you can find beers as cheap as £1, and that's not even takeaway. That's to drink in. That's at the on the super cheap side. But you know, if you go to a mid-range, looking around about, I've never seen it more than sort of £3. Even the artisanal, the sort of the IPA or the nicer sort of craft beers, they cost about max. I've seen it for about 35, 40 tops. But yeah, maybe if you come to a little slightly nicer place like this one here, yeah, maybe just waiting for the menu. But I've come here a couple of years ago and it cost £4 or £5, so it's still not too bad for like a nice place with 360 views in London, Europe, or you know, somewhere comparable like that. Geez, it's going to cost you like 3-4 times as much, like £10 plus. So the food and drink in Guatemala is really good. You don't have to think about when you want to go out, you can just go. And you don't have to worry about racking up bills. We've been with me and my missus and a couple of my mates, we've had meals, like the 4 of us. It's cost like, I think the most I've ever seen is like £60, and that's quite a lot of food as well. Beer, wine, 2 courses, sometimes 3. Yeah, no more than like 60 quid to be honest. So overall, food and drink in Guatemala is very good, and it's definitely one of the reasons why being outside of the UK is better right now. So here we go, guys. I've got the menu at the Sky Bar here at La Dame Hotel. Drinks, bebidas means basically drinks. Looking at cerveza, obviously beer, 25 quetzales. So that's about £2.50 for a bottle of beer. Soft drink, £2. Coffee, £1.50 at a nice 3 or 4-star hotel here in Guatemala. You guys got the menu here. Breakfast average price is about £8.50. Different types, you get eggs however you like it, hash brown pancakes, a few different options. But yeah, this is a hotel not to forget, so it's a bit more expensive. Normally in a mid-range sort of place you'll be like half price, so you're looking at about £4 or £5. But that being said, it's still pretty cheap though. Like, we got fish, steamed vegetable salad and sauce, about £10. Chicken, grilled or breaded, deep fried, yeah, about tenner. Burgers, £8. It's not too bad. Here we go, it's a full list of beers here. You got local beers, £2.50. Then you got imported ones, Heineken, £3. Then you even got like shots at the back as well. Johnny Walker, £6 for a shot. Shot tequila, different ones. But yeah, this is a hotel, so it's gonna cost a bit more. Reason number 2, guys, work. Well, this is not really a reason of why life is better outside of the UK, because in my opinion it's a little bit difficult for us because I'm in a Spanish speaking country, so I'm pretty much stuffed. I can't get a job anywhere. I have to know, although I know a little bit of Spanish, you know, yo hablo un poquito español, but no, it's not good enough. I could probably get a job in like a call center or something, or if I had like teaching qualifications, things like that, but I don't. I'm just a YouTuber. Well, I'm a new YouTuber, so I just want to big up to everyone who subscribed to the Why I'm Leaving Broken Britain video. I think almost about 5.2 thousand new subscribers just from that one video. And also I got about, I think today while I'm recording this, is about 600,000 plus views on that video. So it's crazy. So I just want to big up everyone who watched that video, big up everyone who liked, commented, everything. It's gained me a new audience, and hopefully I can build on this audience and I can produce more content, and it can help me with my life outside of the UK. And when I'm traveling, I can vlog. Hopefully I can make vlogs when I'm back in summer in the UK as well. But anyways guys, if you're watching and you're thinking of leaving the UK for work, yeah, you definitely need something remote that you can do. I know there's a lot of remote jobs. For me, luckily, I've got my drone business as well. So I'm continuing with my editing and things like that, catching up. I can do like emails, my editing. So I'm pretty lucky in that sense, although it's not going that well. But if you do fancy checking out the website, it's www.dronologist.co.uk. But anyways guys, just make sure you can find somewhere with really good internet. Where I am right now, the internet's really good in Guatemala, even restaurants, cafes, bars, hotels. So no problem there. So that's like my best recommendation for you guys. Reason number 3 guys, healthcare. I'm lucky because my wife's Guatemalan, so I get free healthcare, happy days. If you are an expat or a tourist visiting this country, it's really good as well because you get free emergency healthcare or assistance, so happy days. Does that happen with the NHS in England? I'm not sure, let me know in the comments guys. And also I had a problem with my wisdom tooth a few years ago, and I paid about £50 to extract it. How much does it cost in England? I'm not sure, remind me guys in the comments. But all in all guys, healthcare here is all good. It's another reason why you shouldn't be afraid to leave the UK if you want to explore another country like this one or another one, but make sure you do your research first. Reason number 4 guys, culture. The culture here is it's definitely different compared to the UK. It's more vibrant, I'd say in my opinion, and more welcoming. Just off the bat, from strangers, people are friendly. You can say hello to anyone and good morning, and 9 out of 10 times they're going to say hello, good morning or whatever back. Hola. Buenas tardes. Everywhere seems busy as well, and it doesn't seem empty. People are always out. I mean, there's no high streets here, but there's busy streets with many shops. The malls are pretty nice here as well. Right, final reason as to why life's better outside of the UK. The weather, obviously, look at it. But real talk guys, I've not made the final decision to permanently move to Guatemala. I've been here for about 3 months. So let's see what happens. I did get a lot of stick from the previous video why I'm leaving Broken Britain, as to like why I was leaving Britain. I mean, it's been a difficult one. I mean, thanks to all the people that did watch and commented and welcomed me to their country. They said people from America, Australia, New Zealand, India as well. But to be fair, I don't really want to sort of set my life in India. I prefer Latin America. Obviously my wife's from here, so it just makes sense to me. Don't get me wrong, I will go back to India, sort of my retirement life. We've got a family apartment, family property there, so I'm not writing that off totally guys. Come on, you got to keep it, you got to stick to your roots, right? Rightly so. But yeah, a lot of people were saying, yeah, don't come Guatemala because it's dangerous. I mean, my thoughts on that are that yeah, I've been here quite a lot of times and I've not really experienced any trouble. A lot of the violence is like gang on gang, to be honest, like most of it in Latin America, South America. So don't let people put you off if you're thinking of leaving the UK. I mean, there's bad places. I mean, there's good and bad people everywhere, right? In London, you get plenty of good people and you get plenty of bad people. You get your phones robbed, all the motorcycle fests. It's just crazy, guys. Like, anyways, guys, hope you like this video. If you are thinking of leaving, just do your research. And yeah, if you want to see what Travel Gang gets up to, subscribe to the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.